Hi guys, we are learning new choreography for this week. First, before we do the choreography though, we have to do dance warm-ups. So why do we do dance warm-ups? Well, the point of them is to not only warm up your body so you're ready to dance, but it's also so you don't pull a muscle or hurt yourself while dancing. So we're gonna get started. So I'm just gonna have you take your right arm and hold it across your body. And then you're gonna hold it behind your head. Then you'll switch arms, left and behind your head. Then you're going to shake it out, and we're going to switch to legs. You're going to pick up your right leg, hold it in front of you, and to the side. Other leg, in front of you, and to the side. And you'll shake out your legs, come back up to the head. We'll go down, up, and side to side. Then look around. Then shoulders. Forward and back. Cool. Then you are going to take your elbows, roll those, and your wrists, fingers, hips, roll them around, and then knees. You'll shake them, and you can move them around. Ankle, your right ankle, and other ankle. Toes, and then you'll shake it out. Cool. After that, we are going to do a couple stretches to help stretch our legs. So you're going to do a lunge. This is your left leg making a 90-degree angle, and then your right leg is extended. Then you're going to sit and switch. Turn and pick up this is your right leg making a 90-degree angle and your left leg extended. Okay, I'll turn back to the front, and then what we are going to do is we are going to switch side to side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, then what we're going to do is we are going to lean over and just kind of hang our bodies a little bit. And then you're going to bounce and slowly roll your body up. Cool. Now you can stretch anything else you think needs to be stretched. Otherwise, we're going to start the choreography video. So for this week's choreography lesson, we will be doing a song called Bravo Stromboli from My Son Pinocchio the Musical. And so what we're going to do to get started is there's two different characters in this song. There's Stromboli, and then there's going to be the marionettes. I want you guys to focus on the marionettes part because they're the ones who are dancing. Stromboli will just be in the back, standing on a chair or a box, and they will be having their hands out like this, like they're controlling puppets. So the whole time in the dance, he or she will be controlling each puppet that's dancing. Okay, now for the marionette part, what you're going to do is you're going to start on the floor. Okay, so you'll sit or like lay down, but you want to like sit and just kind of have like your head down, like you're a sitting hanging puppet. Okay, after that, Stromboli, and I'll show you when in the music we'll do that. is going to pick you up, and so you'll stand up and hold your arms out like this. And the first marionette is going to start clapping her hands like this. So you'll take your left arm on top of your right, and you will clap, because the line is, remember the puppet, remember them throwing purses of gold our way. Okay, so it's remember the audience cheering for the puppet who's stringless, and the next part is remember the audience throwing purses of gold our way. So marionette 1 will be clapping their hand. Marionette 2 will be holding out money, okay, pretend money in their hand for that line. So we're going to do that part with music, and I have it on my phone, so just like bear with me. Cool. So you're sitting for the beginning. I don't even know if you can hear that.
After years of obscurity, toiling and down in a debt, comes a chance I can perk up my luck, and I'm going to perk it. Think of the rapture, want to recapture that marvelous marionette.
And then you stand up.
Remember the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. Remember them throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear performance without him is going to.
So after that, it's clear performance without him is going to bring less. So you're going to hold out your hands like this. It's clear performance without him is going to bring less. And you're just going to kind of hang down like you're sad because, you know, without him, you guys can't do the show. So it's remember them, without him, a performance is going to bring less. Then you're going to stand up and take your right hand and hold it right here. So it's going to go, we're going to find him like you're searching for him, okay? We're going to find him, catch him, and bind him. So you're going to take it from finding to reaching out with your right arm again. You're going to grab onto the air out here, and then you're going to bring it in front of your chest right here. So it's going to go find him, catch him, and bind him. Okay, so almost like you're like tying him up. Bind him, and then you're going to rock back and forth. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we're going to do all of that with music.
After years of a second-rate act on a second-class circuit, after years of obscurity, toiling and down in a debt, comes a chance I can perk up my luck, and I'm going to perk it. Think of the rapture, want to recapture that marvelous marionette.
Remember the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. Remember them throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear performance without him is going to bring less.
We got to find him, catch him, and bind him, and cage him again till we stage him again, and they said.
So you saw that, find him, catch him, and bind him. So we'll just walk through that real quick without the music because it's kind of quick. All right, so you'll start with 1, remember the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. 2, remember the purses of gold they throw our way. It's clear performance without him is going to bring less. We're going to find him, catch him, and bind him. Lean, 2, 3, 4. And then he says, or he or she says, then we'll cage him again till we'll stage him again and say. Okay, so this is a very puppet-like move. So you're going to, again, cage him. So we're holding our arms crossed like we're binded together. Then you're going to take your arms, bring them around, and you're going to have flat hands. So kind of like, yeah, flat, your fingers are together, no spaces. You're going to bring it around to your mouth. And this is the part that's like a puppet. You're just going to drop the front part of your body, okay? Your hips and your body, like bottom half, shouldn't move. So when you just lean forward, you want to rock a little bit because it also creates like a puppet look, if you will, like if you're on strings. So we're going to do all that again with music.
After years of a second-rate act on a second-class circuit, after years of obscurity, toiling and down in a debt, comes a chance I can perk up my luck, and I'm going to perk it. Think of the rapture, want to recapture that marvelous marionette.
Remember the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. Remember them throwing throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear a performance without him is going to bring less.
We got to find him, catch him, invite him, and cage him again till we stage him again, and they say, hooray!
All right, we'll go back. We'll rewind a little bit. I can't believe I did that wrong.
For the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. Remember them throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear a performance without him is going to bring less.
We got to find him, catch him, invite him, and cage him again till we stage him again, and they say, hooray!
So for the next part, after you drop and have your hands like this, because you're showing that you're saying, okay? Because our learning target is I can communicate through dance. So you say, hooray, you'll just stand up and shake your hands like jazz hands. Okay, then it's going to go bravo Stromboli. So this depends on if you're on the right or left of Stromboli. So we're going to imagine that Stromboli's over here, okay, up here on the box. So I'm going to turn to where Stromboli is, and I'm going to have one arm up and one arm across where my stomach is, my waist is, okay? And so I'm going to signal to Stromboli. So he says, bravo Stromboli, bravo, Senior Stromboli, maestro. And then you're going to go, so you're just holding that pose, and then after that, you're going to go, we'll name a cannoli after Stromboli. We who are lowly think of you solely as the Napoleon of puppeteers, food 3. Cool. So the way you'll do that is you'll take your right hand and you go 1, down, 2, down, 3, down, and then as the Napoleon of puppeteers. So what this is referencing is Napoleon from France. He was a dictator. He ruled the government in France back then, and to represent the dictator and soldier part is we're doing a march. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So your legs are kicking up high. So you see how they're pretty high. 1, 2, 3, 4, and my hands are in fists. And my arms are just kind of like a structure rocking back and forth. So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, Napoleon. So again, we're thinking of armies. So saluting. Okay, you'll salute, have your other hand down, and Napoleon of puppeteers. Cool. So for the puppeteers, you're just going to go circle, circle, straight. Okay, so it's kind of like a fancy salute, if you will. So we're going to try that again with music. Oh no, my phone went to sleep.
After years of a second-rate act on a second-class circuit, after years of obscurity, toiling and down in a debt, comes a chance I can perk on my luck, and I'm going to perk it. Think of the rapture, want to recapture that marvelous marionette.
Remember the audience cheering the puppet who's stringless. Remember them throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear a performance without him is going to bring less.
We got to find him, catch him, invite him, and cage him again till we stage him again, and they say, hooray! Bravo Stromboli, Senior Stromboli,
Maestro! We'll name a cannoli after Stromboli. We who are lonely think of you solely as the Napoleon of puppeteers.
After all the years, all of the tears, hearing the...
So it's salute 2, 3. Okay, very quick. After that, it's going to go, after all of the years, you're going to hold out your hands like this. After all of the years, all of the tears, because again, we're showing that we're crying, tears, hearing the cheers, so you're hearing, so we're signaling to your ears, okay? Hearing the cheers ring in my ears, okay? And this is just to kind of show the motion going in and out of your ears, okay? So that's why it's choreographed that way. So after all of the years, all of the tears, hearing the cheers ring in my ears. Cool.
Tears ringing.
Remember them throwing those purses of gold our way. It's clear a performance without him is going to bring less.
We got to find him, catch him, invite him, and cage him again till we stage him again, and they say, hooray! Bravo Stromboli, Senior Stromboli,
Stromboli, we are lowly, think of you solely as the Napoleon of the tears.
After all of the years, all of the tears, hearing the cheers ring in my ears. Silence the scoffers, fill up the coffers, waiting.
So for this next part, you're going to take your hands and put them across like so. And it's going to go down, down, 1, down, 2. So I'm going to kind of angle the camera down a little bit so you can see the footwork I'm doing. Okay? So your right arm is over your left, or left arm's over right. That doesn't really matter. I usually do my right. So you're going to squat, and you're going to stick out your right arm first. Okay? And your right leg out. Okay? So it's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? So it's right over left. Yeah, stick your right arm out. You go back together, and then it's going to go left with the left foot. Together, right, together, left. Okay? And then after that, we'll try that with music.
After all of the years, all of the tears, hearing the cheers ring in my ears. Silence the scoffers, fill up the coffers, waiting the offers, everyone proffers. They're dying to back you with such a spectacular show.
Next part, after the 1, 2, 3, 4, then there's 2 marionettes. So there's a dancer over here and a dancer over here. Okay, so I'm going to pretend I'm the dancer over here. So I'm dancer number 1. Dancer number 1 is going to turn to their left, okay? And they're switching places with dancer number 2. Dancer number 2, I'm going to pretend I'm dancer number 2 now. I'm standing right here. I'm going to go to the right and switch places with the person on the right. So imagine there's a person here. We switch places, okay? That is the idea for that. They ooh and they ah is the next part. So we've switched. So ooh, ah, okay? So she's going to say, they ooh and they ah, a flame in a claw, cool. And then you just do claw hands, cool. And then Stromboli, hoorah, bravo. On the hoorah, you're going to take your right leg, okay? Take your right leg and step forward. We're doing a pivot turn, okay? So you step forward with your right and turn. Step forward with your right again and turn. That is a pivot turn. Okay, I'll do that one more time. So you step forward with your right leg and turn. Step forward with your right leg again and turn. Okay, that is a pivot. So for this next part, she is gonna sing Stromboli hoorah. During that note, you're gonna step forward with your right foot and you're gonna bring your right foot arm forward and do like that for the turn. Okay, so it's gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and what's gonna happen is there's 4 dancers in the line, so it's gonna be a ripple. So dancer number 1 will do it, then dancer number 2, then dancer number 3, then dancer number 4. For now, all you need to worry about is just when you hear that part, step in, turn, step in, turn. And then for bravo, you're gonna pose again, and she is gonna say, we go. You're all gonna jump in the air and then like drop to the ground for your like final pose. Because the final pose is again your puppets. Like Stromboli's let go of you guys, so you go back to the floor. So we're gonna try the whole dance with music. So let's see how that works out. So starting on the ground. So you stand up. And 1. 2. Jazz hands. And look at Stromboli. Keep looking at Stromboli. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Napoleon, cheers. And 1, 2, 3, 4, and then this is where you switch with your partner, and this is where you pivot. And you'll pivot Stromboli. And that's when you fall back to the floor. So we'll do that one more time with music just so you guys can practice again. And you can always rewind to the parts that you need to work on. You start sitting on the ground. So you stand up. And 1, 2, eyes and catch 5. Look at Stromboli. And 1, 2, 3, 4, march, 2, 3, 4, salute. And hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is where you switch with your partner. And this is where you do the pivot. And this is a slow turn, okay? And then on this part, you'll point at Stromboli. So you jump and then you land. And that is the Bravo Stromboli dance. So again, if you have any questions, you can always comment on the video or send me an email. As well as if you just rewind to the part of the video that you want to work on more. And if you need any more clarity, just let me know. So good luck, you guys.